We are going to go live with Crystal.
I'm Jalen.
If you're about to sell your house, well, an agent could put a sign in your yard, but which agent is going to get the most money? The answer is Rudy Kasuma. Just saw Rudy and his staff yesterday. We had a great lunch together, and he does sell twice as fast than the average agent, and he sells for more money, 2% more on average. And he has the buyers. He has an exclusive buyers in waiting system with 7,900 ready home buyers ready to go right now. And Rudy sold an Orange County home in just 11 days, multiple offers, sold it for $5,000 over asking. Call Rudy now at 855-RUDY-SELLS, 855-783-7355, or go to rudyhasthebuyers.com, rudyhasthebuyers.com.
Southland weather from Kevin. More coverage of where you drive most. I'm Angel Martinez.
If you want to sell your home now and get the best price, you call Rudy Kasuma. Rudy will sit down with you. You agree on a price and a deadline. If the deadline passes and the home isn't sold, he'll buy your home, guaranteed. If your house doesn't sell, Rudy will buy it as is for a price acceptable to you. Rudy sold Lisa and Jean's home on Fairview Avenue in Arcadia for $20,000 more than asking price in 12 days. RudyHasTheBuyers.com. RudyHasTheBuyers.com. Or call 855-RUDY-7355. 855-RUDY-7355.
Southland weather, we got a slight chance of rain tonight. And again, tomorrow, mostly cloudy. Tomorrow highs
Breaks. I'm Deborah Mark.
Your home sale is the biggest financial transaction of your life, and you want a realtor who guarantees a sale, and that's Rudy Kasuma. Saw Rudy and his staff the other day. We had a good lunch together. He has a base of 7,900 buyers, and they were waiting to buy any homes between $500,000 to $1 million right now. You and Rudy agree on a price and a deadline for your home sale.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, welcome to our Real Estate Real Talk today with our special guest, my partner here in NorCal, Crystal, why don't you do a quick introduction about yourself so that way everybody get to know you? Which marketplace are you surfing on? And so go ahead, Crystal.
Yes, hi. Thank you, Rudy, for bringing me here. I am Crystal Santisteban, and I am part of Rudy's team. And I generally focus on the whole metropolitan of San Francisco. I cover about 7 counties from Contra Costa, Alameda, San Francisco, Sacramento, Monterey, and Santa Clara, and so much more. So today I wanted to show you what me and Rudy do, especially with our VIP buyers, and how we can find them the best homes at the best price with the least amount of hassle. So let me go ahead and
So
show.
let's do a quick role play, Crystal. Imagine you are speaking. We have a lot of our audience here who's watching this, home buyers who's thinking to buy homes in this market today. I want you to take over this entire conversation, and I want you to share with us. Imagine you are speaking to a home buyers, a family who's looking to buy homes in this market today. What are some of our exclusive VIP buyers benefits? Go ahead, Crystal. Take it away.
Yeah, so one of our top VIP buyer benefits would be, we're going to find you off-market homes. That's what we're known for, right? So as well as all other homes from all over, California, you're going to have access to. Okay, so the homes include bank foreclosures, short sales, company-owned homes, new construction, for sale by owner, and of course, all the homes that we get in contact with Zillow and Realtor.com, as we are an affiliate, partner with them, along with Trillia and Movoto and so much more. So what that means to you as a buyer coming in and, looking in the areas that you're looking for, we're going to be able to get in contact with those sellers that have a home to sell before they even hit the market. So that's what it's called, getting access to off-market homes. And being that we're Zillow Premier Agents, one of the top 5% with the Zillow Flex team, meaning that we are going to show you those homes, right? For one, and second, we're going to get you to the finish line into the home of your dreams. So that is the best part. Hold on, Rudy, are we still?
Yes, yes, go ahead, Crystal. So let's you can share your screen, and I want you to imagine you are speaking to home buyers now. This video now in our database, we have over 120,000 buyers in our database. We are sending this video to share to every buyers in our database to show the benefits, what's available exclusively for the buyers as our VIP client. So go ahead, Crystal, please share some of the just go through our VIP buyers benefits presentation.
Sounds great. Okay. Yes, I'll go ahead and do that. So let me go right here. So yeah, so like I was saying, what myself and Rudy, what we do here at with our team is that we find the best homes at the best price with the least amount of hassle. And how we are able to do that is that we take down, when we meet, we're going to take down your exact home buying criteria. We're going to enter you into our exclusive home hunting system, right? And it's very unique because, like I said, we are part of, we have partnerships with Zillow, Realtor.com, Trillia, Movado, and so much more. So when we find a seller that's looking to sell in the area that you're looking for, you're going to have access to that first in real time, just the same way as I do. Okay. And again, what really sets us apart in this market right now is our VIP buyer program, which is our guarantees for the buyers in writing. Okay. And how we're able to accomplish this is with our leading edge technology. Again, you having access to off market homes, as well as all the homes from all the real estate companies to your phone, okay, in real life. And again, we specialize, in these off-market properties, and then we train every day. So that's what basically leads us to one of the top 5% with the Zillow Flex team. Okay. So do you know what the difference is of having the relationships, right, that exist between real estate agents and buyers and even sellers? And right now, especially in this market, that a lot of changes have been happening. Now it's required, by the state of California now that the buyers and sellers need to have a representation, especially the buyers, before they even go into the open house. So the importance again is that there are fiduciary duties that, for one, the seller agent has to the seller, okay, and they only pertain to the seller. So that means that they're only looking out for their best interests. Whereas if you hire myself and Rudy, what will benefit you is that we're still going to hold that fiduciary duty to you, okay, and that is what's called a buyer agency. Okay. So we are going to, help you, guide you through the purchase of your home and, hold that privacy and basically have that representation, okay, throughout the whole entire process. And again, what we do, so what the buyer agency will do for you is that, again, we're going to protect your interests at all time. Okay. We're going to advise you and disclose all of the matters that pertain to purchasing a home, or even what's not best to purchase that particular home. Okay. We're going to prepare CMAs. That's typically what I do as well as for my buyers, is that you'll get like an average, let's just say, for example, the city of Concord. I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at what is the average sales, like how much are the buyers are willing to pay more for that home in that specific area, or what's the difference, what's the average of price that, if it's overpriced, how much of the buyers are willing to pay less of that. So and so much more. That's just kind of the tip of the iceberg, right? But we'll do comparables for you, exactly the exact criteria that you're specifically looking for, and look at other surrounding homes within 1 to 3 miles to even 7 miles sometimes, depending on how big the city is. all of that stuff matters. And that's why, again, it's important to have a knowledgeable agent, that's there for you, that can show you what the market and what the trends are like in today's market. Okay.
Hey, Crystal, so can you share what's going on now? So can you share again some of the cities that you are surfing, and can you give us some updates? What's going on in that? You mentioned Concord, and what else? Where else do you do
Yeah. So
business?
for instance, right now I'm working with a client in Monterey County, and we're looking at Salinas. And for instance, right now, I just did a average of how much the buyers are willing to pay over from the asking price, right? With the show price. And we range right around 13 to 15 grand. So, in order, I have to, tell my buyer that because, the home might be, let's just say, 30, 40 grand less of what's actually expected, but at least with that price, the average price in mind, then she kind of knows like, hey, I'm going to have to come up 15 or higher, if I really want this home. And right now there is a shortage in Monterey County. There's been a boom. They're actually building a Kaiser out there in Salinas. So it's a huge frenzy. There's not a lot of homes. So sellers, if you have a home to sell, I do have a buyer. She is pre-approved, fully underwritten, just as good as cash, up to 700,000. And there is some wiggle room. We can negotiate. Again, she's looking for a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, preferably, but could settle for one. Anywhere from 900 to 1,300 square foot, preferably. So yeah, give me a call. 925-339-6515. But yeah, like I was saying with Rudy, that the market is there's a lot of buyers and not enough sellers. So it's a good time, sellers, to put your home on the market if you're thinking about selling. So yeah, let's go ahead and continue. So that's pretty much what we do, right? There's so much more, but as a buyer agent, again, we do have, these financial capabilities and willingness to, protect your interests, right? And the confidentiality. Yeah. Okay. So again, we're going to negotiate who's going to be paying the home inspections, right? A lot of people are always like, well, Crystal, do I have to do the home inspection? What about the roof? What about the termite? Well, those are like the 3 main inspections that, we're going to advise you. Well, I will advise you. Rudy's going to advise you, hey, you want to know what condition of the home, that you're buying, that it's in, right? There's some sellers that take care of it, right before it gets on the market. So you'll have access to that. And if they do, I'll walk you through each report, okay? Again, you don't have to do it, but again, it's advice, okay? So that is one thing that we will go over, okay? And then if you specifically want to look for foreclosures or short sales or for sale by owners, they might take a little bit more time, but when they do come up, I'll make sure to bring that every time we go take a look at homes out in the market. Okay. So again, the best thing that we do here together is that we find you the best financing at the lowest rate and terms for you. So we'll recommend you, our Zillow loan officers, which they're great, and which I'll get to a little bit more in the future. But the best thing is that we're going to strategize how we're going to beat out other buyers. That way you can get the best home. Okay. We're going to negotiate the lowest price and the best terms for you. And of course, meet your home buying needs, right? If you don't want a corner house, like for instance, one of my buyers, they don't want to be like in a busy street, they rather prefer to be 2 to 3 streets inside where it's a little bit quieter. Maybe you want to be closer to the schools, right? You want A or B rated schools. Your kids, you want them to excel in a good academic district. So a lot of different factors that come into play, right, when you find a home. But I definitely look into that because I don't want to just show you homes that you're not going to like or, you're not happy with. So that's one of the best things that I do as well. So I'll take down your exact home buying criteria. I'll pull it up. I'm not going to just send you homes, but I'm going to set up appointments, right? We're going to meet at the properties. That way you can physically go into the home and look at everything and see if even the neighborhood's right, and if the home is a perfect fit for you and your family. Okay. So according to the NAR, there's 69% of buyers that do not go back to their original real estate agent. And do you know why? Well, poor communication, overpromise and underdelivered, and being too pushy, really not listening to your needs and to your goals. I get, buyers that, everybody has different timing and motivation, right? And they have different goals and why they're moving and what in their life is making them to move, right? Or maybe this has been a long time dream. Maybe they've been renting for many years, right? So it's not a transaction, but it's a more of a journey. Okay. So again, me and Rudy, we're here to listen to you, really focus on your goals and what you're looking for. That way you're happy with your home purchase. And not just home purchases. I mean, if you already purchased a home and now you're thinking of investing, right? Maybe you're looking to expand your real estate portfolio. This is an awesome time to do that. Actually, in Sacramento right now, the market is booming. Lots of beautiful new communities. I just got a buyer into Rancho Cordova, and it's literally like 15, 20 minutes from Folsoms. And it is such a beautiful community. Excellent schools too. And it's just super clean and very, very nice. So I do have to say that I have to vouch for that. But again, investors, if you're looking for, a fourplex, triplex, there's lots of opportunities. I've seen even up to, I want to say Roseville, a fourplex, for a fourplex, you could be annually, you could be grossing about anywhere from 90 to a little bit over 100,000 in the cash flow for the rent. So again, rent is literally about $200 to $300 difference. Again, there are some certain zip codes in Sacramento where, the rent is a little bit different, but they're not that far away from the Bay Area. Okay. So just for your investors out there watching. Again, here is our Zillow commitment to you buyers. Again, we're the top 5% in the US, so we're qualified to serve all Zillow buyers. And again, it's part of the Zillow Flex program. And what it is that, our conversion is really high. So we're going to get you to that finish line. Okay. We do have 5-star reviews to back that up. And again, we do have I think the number is probably a lot bigger now. It's 87,000, buyers in waiting. And again, and they're all coming from different cities in California. So sellers, again, if you do have a home to sell, give us a call. So what's unique about us is that we're not like other agents. We're not just solo. We work as a team. So, most agents, they're out there advertising a home to get you to call them. They beg you to come and talk to them. They choose a bunch of homes that they like. So again, they're not taking down your exact home buying criteria. They drive you around house to house, and they encourage you to make an offer, right? And at the end, you as a buyer, you're coming in like, okay, I feel frustrated because they're not really listening to my needs, right? I mean, there's a percentage of those agents that are out there, unfortunately, that do that. So again, these agents are a one-man show, right? They don't have a team behind them like we do. And they're limiting their resources. Well, they have limiting resources, I want to say, right? And they're just not able to fulfill your needs. Whereas us, we work together as a team and versus, as a solo agent. So there's me, and there's to the right of the grid, we're going clockwise. The right here is, our marketing team, right? We do a lot of marketing. I do have to say that. We do so here in the Bay Area, and then Rudy does so with our team together through Zillow, Realtor.com, Trillia, and even now our cash offer, which we have more investors that we can tap into. So the second one would be our admin team, right? So they're the ones that do help us behind the scenes, do a lot of customer follow-ups, make sure everything is going right. And then we have our inside sales agents, which are awesome. What they do is that they basically help us agents make sure that, you know, that your timing and motivation is still in line of your goals, right? So we want to make sure that we're helping you the time that when you're ready. Okay. Here is our group. There's a lot more of us. Obviously, this picture doesn't do any justice, but we're all over California and throughout the US as well. Okay. And then here is our TC team, the transaction coordinator team. These folks are awesome. What they do is that once you find a home and we open escrow, what they do is that they make sure that, you know, all that you're in compliance with the new CAR forms, okay? And they make sure that everything's signed correctly, it's dated accordingly to the timeline of, you know, of the sale. And they also verify that the seller is actually giving you everything that's mandated by them to fill out and give to the buyer. Again, these folks really do help eliminate any legal issues that may arise, you know, after we close. So we're really big on you know, the infrastructure and how everything works, and so how we successfully get you, you know, to the finish line. Okay. And then here I want to say, I think these are more marketing, our marketing team, and yeah, in-house. We do have one here also in the Bay Area. He's great. His name's Emin, and he does a lot of showcasing for our buyers for specific cities, and make sure that we're reaching, you know, potential sellers that have a home to sell in a specific city. So yeah, they're great. Thank you, Emin. Okay, so again, we never run out of time to help you, okay? Because we work together as a team, and we have a team that backs us up for that. Okay, so again, we are committed to help you. And one of the, well, it's interesting. We do so much more than just finding you a home and sellers, you know, helping you sell your home. We actually, when you help, well, when we help you, right, you actually help a bigger cause. So for one, meaning buyers, if we help you buy a home, in turn, a portion of our commission goes back to the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles. Okay. A lot of people are like, why Los Angeles? Well, you know, we're a huge organization, and, you know, we're just compelled to help this specific, you know, nonprofit program, oh, excuse me, not nonprofit, but the Children's Hospital, because, you know, we raise about 100 grand for the year. And what it does is that it helps, you know, for kids that are, you know, that have cancer, lymphoma, leukemia, and that, you know, that amount goes to their medical expenses, so they can continue with the help that they need. And it's true, we do this. Rudy just, you know, they have a picture on our Facebook page that, you know, that we actually donated, and we do this every single year, so it's great. Okay. And of course, if you do have an organization that you want us to donate under your name, we can do that. So that's really awesome. Okay. So again, besides, you know, besides, you know, helping other communities, and, oh, hold on one second. So, oh no, what happened? So, so let me just continue.
Yeah, that's great. So you are talking about you are on a mission that step
Mhm.
number one, when the clients are working with you, what
Yeah.
you do is basically you are sharing with everybody the benefits of the team, and then you are sharing that you are on a mission to raise over 100,000 to help kids at Children's Hospital in Los Angeles. So it looks like you are about to talk about financing now, right? So if I'm looking to buy a home, so
Yeah.
what are some of the benefits that 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 you can help me to make sure I can win multiple offers, because
Yes.
like you mentioned just now, Crystal, the marketplace is there's multiple offers on a house. So I'm looking to buy my one house. Can you show me how can I compete again multiple offers and win my dream home?
Yeah, so the best way to win a multiple offer is that um, there's two ways. Right now, we are, we're part of Zillow Flex, so we have our amazing lending team, and they're awesome. I actually recommended two buyers already, and they've helped them save, thousands of dollars on, the cost per month, whether it's interest rate or the cost per month that they're going to be making on a home. So they really do help save, right? Even on the closing. And it's awesome because their service is great. They're usually like right there if I need them, if you need them, if we're working on a deal, like let's just say we go look at house on Saturday and offers are due Monday, we only have one day to really go over everything. And maybe you're just starting and you just went out, but we can get you, a pre-approval letter, good to go, with, less within 24 hours, right? And what's awesome is that we're very, very competitive. So, they are, you know, they're willing to price match basically. So, and they have done that. Okay. And the another good thing about it is that they cover the appraisal. And what the benefit is that, we can be looking at 2, 3 homes and, maybe one home didn't work out. Well, don't worry about the first home because, Zillow is there to take care of that cost. And that typically is a buyer cost, is anywhere from $700 to $800 these days. Right. But let's just say that first house didn't work out. Well, there's a next house. So that's a less of expense that you're going to have to take out every time you find a home that you like and your offer gets accepted. So that's another good thing. And it also helps you, the buyer, make a better decision whether you want that home or not, right? So it works really great. And if the home comes less than what the home is listed for, then we can renegotiate, right? That's what we do, get you the best price. Okay. Um, Again, we're very competitive, right? Um, Zillow is going to cover the cost of your appraisal, right? And they do have a guarantee. If they don't close on time, like we say we're going to do, they're going to give you 3,000 towards your closing. Okay, so that's really, really good. Okay, and this is pretty much, what it's like when you buy a home with Zillow, right? They're a huge name brand now, right? They do offer a variety of loan types. They are top rated loan officers. Okay, their experience. They do have an on time closing guarantee. Okay, and the experience is very smooth. Okay, they're really fast. They're very transparent. That's what I really like about them is that any questions that you have in regards to closing costs, like, what are my title fees? What are my escrow fees? They're going to be able to pull up those screens and give you 2, 3, even 4 scenarios. Okay. I had a buyer the other day and, they were renting and their rent wasn't even due. I mean, their lease contract is not due till the end of the year, December. And I got them into a home in July of this year. And how we were able to do that was because, I know about the 2-in-1 buy down. And I want to say it's here in this page. Here it is right here. So these are all the Zillow home loans types, and there's so much more, right? This is just one of the top 4 that are pretty common.
What is that? What is that, Crystal? What is a 2-1? What is a 2-1 buy down? Can you explain?
Yeah, definitely. So the 2-in-1 buy down, it helps helps 2 people. So the seller can work with you at the price that they want, right? But the buyer, what it does is the 2-in-1 is so that the first 2 years the interest rate drops. So they'll basically give them a credit. The seller is giving you a credit so you can bring down the interest rate for the first 2 years. So it'll go down by 2 points, right? Or not 2 points, 2 interest rates. And then the first year it'll go back up by 1. So what that does is, again, it helps, like in my case, it helped my buyer save that money so they can pay off the rest of their lease contract that was owed to them. And that's something that they negotiated, because I actually, I advised them, in the beginning. I said, hey, make sure that you can break your lease, for one. Two, if you could do a sandwich lease, right? Meaning a sandwich lease is basically you can rent it, like sublease it, right? You can not be there, you're renting it, and have somebody else take over your lease, right? But in this case, the 201 buy down, it helped them have that. Let's just say I think it was like 15 grand, the 201 buy down to help them. So lower down their interest rate so they can get into home ownership, right? Get the payment that they want. They can save that money that if they weren't going to do the 201 buy down, they would, that money, they're using it to update their home. I just recommended her electrician, a plumber, just about like 3 weeks ago. So yeah, she's very, very fortunate about that. And that was actually a really good deal, because the seller, again, it's all about timing, right? It's all about who the seller is. And this particular seller, they were really compassionate about them, and they were willing to work with them, right? And I'll get to a little bit later how we put our ultimate offer package for our buyers. But yeah, that's a really good one, and I highly recommend the 201 buy down. It is an option. It's where the seller just gives the buyer the credit, and the buyer, again, they reduce the interest rate by 2% for the first year, and again by 1 the second year. Okay. So yeah, so again, Zillow covers conventional fixed rate mortgage rates, right? The adjustable rates, FHA, VA loans, right? Which is awesome. Those are for qualified U.S. military service members. 0% minimum down payment, which is awesome, and no PMI, which I want to say is yeah, and reduce the closing costs. And if not, then I'll come in there and negotiate that for you. They also do jumbo loans, right? So if let's say a buyer is looking in a city where, the homes are higher than the purchase price, they'll go ahead and, they'll help you with that, with the jumbo loan. I'm not too specific with the jumbo loan because I'm not a lender myself, but it is an option out there, and they can kind of break that down for you if you want more. Or if you have more questions, they can break that down for you. Okay. Great. So again, oh, and actually I need to go back here. So with Zillow Home Loans, besides that, we have also the VIP Power Buyer Program, which can converts your pre-approval into all cash. Okay, and that really works. I actually used it for one of my buyers. He actually came to me because he was working with another realtor here in Contra Costa. He was looking to buy a house in Concord and Pittsburgh. And he came to me, he's like, Crystal, I really need some help. I heard about your Power Buyer program because I was marketing it at the time, and I still do. Again, not a lot of people know, but it is an option that we do have. And again, so he was submitting offers. And they were not getting accepted. So this guy was frustrated. And again, I felt his frustration. I said, hey, let's get you, pre-approved again with us, right? And let me introduce you to our Power Buyer program. And it's awesome because he was able, as soon as he found a home, we used it, his offer got accepted. Like, it was that strong. Like, they loved it. I mean, the sellers, it works in this type of market. And I think it will forever work. But in this case, he couldn't even believe it. He was like, oh my God, like, I just, I did this change, and you just have more access to, programs that are going to work for me. And I said, yeah, I told you, I said, I'm going to find you a home. And we sure did. So he was really happy with that. Yeah. So again, how important it is to be fully underwritten, 100%. So here there are two different types of buyers, right? One, buyer A is not pre-approved, right? The purchase price is $850. So the offer's conditioned on getting financing. So there's really no assurance, right, of the loan approval. So they're, again, when the seller receives this, they're like, okay, well, he hasn't really done their homework, right? They're still kind of, washy with the loan approval, right? So buyer B, right? And that's a benefit that we do. So we're not, and the reason why I'm showing you this is that when you work with us, right, myself or Rudy, we're not just going to, not get you fully underwritten. That is our goal, is to get you fully underwritten, just as good as cash, or get you into the power buyer program. That way you can submit all cash offers, especially if in a multiple offer situation. Okay, it's going to work. It's going to at least have your offer get looked at and be competitive. Okay. So again, this is the differences, right? So buyer B, underwritten, approved, 850, same price, the lender's fully underwritten, approval letter. Okay. So what that means to the seller is that, okay, so their financing is great. It's guaranteed, right? So they're not going to fall out. They're not going to be that top, 30%. They get their offer accepted, and then you hear like a week or two later, oh, well, we had to back out of the deal. And those are the homes that you see most likely, again, 30% maybe those ones back on the market because, that buyer, they weren't fully underwritten. So we really want to avoid that. And again, we want to make sure that you're presented, with excellence, really. The first time should be the best. Like, we don't want to go backwards. We want to present it right the first time. Okay. Okay. So again, now we're going to talk about a little bit more about our home hunting service. Okay. So again, a lot of realtors out there, they only pick, and I've heard from conversations, there are agents that still just look at what is in our multiple listing service, right? And with us, we just have so many other avenues and different resources that we tap into. We put your criteria in, as a buyer profile. And when the properties come up, again, these are considered off market. So they're not available to the general public, right? This is all proprietary information. And, again, we can look at all the homes that are out there because there's still a lot of good homes out there, but every time we go out and show you homes, we're going to show you 2 to 3 homes that just came up that are not out to the public. So you'll get firsthand to pick and choose which homes you want. Okay. So that is what it's called, our one-of-a-kind VIP buyer home hunting service. Okay. Again, the list is going to include bank foreclosures, short sales, company-owned homes, new construction, for sale by owner, and so much more. Okay. So again, you are going to tell us what you want. Okay. It's not going to be a reverse. Okay. And you're going to have access to that on your cell phone. Okay. So we'll send it to you. Okay. Yep. And then, okay. So
let's focus on that, Crystal. Let's talk more about our VIP hunting service, because that's how we are able to show homes that match our clients' criteria, including off-market, unlisted homes that's not available online. So can you share in real life, Crystal? Because most
yeah,
consumers, most buyers believe that all homes are all available online anyway, which is true, right? Because the moment the owner of the house inputted the house into the MLS, then the MLS is so powerful, it get automatically syndicated to over 15,000 websites. So naturally,
yeah,
everybody assume that all homes are available online. You can just simply go to Google or any of the online platform. So
yep.
can you share a little bit more details, like how are you able to show homes that match the buyer's criteria, including homes that's not available to the general public, homes that's not yet on the MLS, homes that other real estate agents do not have access to? Can you give specific examples?
Yeah. Specific examples. I can even show you if you're open to it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
yes.
Great, great. Let me go ahead and do that and go on to my MLS here. I just wrote up, I found 3 off market homes for my buyer in Salinas, actually. So I'll do them for example.
Oh, Crystal, the screen is not pulling up properly. But while Crystal is pulling that up, I
Yeah.
just share with our audience here. So step number one, as our VIP buyers clients, that's what Crystal just went through. Number one is getting your financing straight away, your financing squared away. And how it benefits you is that we work with lenders to help us demonstrate to the sellers in a compelling way how strong a buyer you are. That's what Crystal just went through on the first section of this. The second part, that this is what Crystal is about to go through, is about our home search process. Most real estate agents only show homes that you can find yourself. Those are listed on the MLS. That's exactly what Crystal is mentioning about. The issue is that this inventory is often picked over, overpriced, overwhelming. Every buyer can find these homes. This is like you standing in a 10-mile longs. Have you ever been, Crystal, standing in front of the line on a Black Friday on Walmart, right? There is no advantage over competing buyers. You are just one of them. So
Correct.
what? So all these homes, once the listing get inputted into the multiple listing service, it becomes available online. That's just how the MLS works. The MLS, it's so powerful. The technology, it's so powerful that the moment the listing get inputted into the multiple listing service, then automatically through the power of syndication, that house get automatically syndicated to over 15,000 end user website. Now, what we do here, we work behind the scenes to find new homes that the average agents and other buyers don't know about. Like
Correct.
Crystal mentioned just now, she's talking about off market, unlisted home, distressed sales, bank foreclosure, expired, cancels. In many cases, you'll be the only buyers to know about these homes. No competition with other buyers. We also network with other agents to ensure we always get homes not listed coming soon. We also plug into a local builders, get you access to new constructions available only to our buyers. So
Correct.
how it benefits you, our VIP buyers clients, is that we give you unfair advantage over any other buyers by finding you a selection of homes that most other buyers will not even know about, so that you can be the only one. Can you imagine? So step number one, what Crystal is saying just now is that step number one, we're going to position you to be better than cash buyers, better than cash. Step number two, now we're gonna give you priority access to homes that no one else is talking about. Anything else, Crystal, that you wanna add or you wanna show? Because this is so powerful, Crystal, that you can every day show homes that match the buyer's criteria, including homes that's not available online. Go take it away, Crystal. I want you to spend as much time on this because this is the secret.
Definitely. No, I totally agree. So this is, for example, this is exactly what I did last night. This is Salinas. There's about over 90 homes that are basically, they're off market. Look at all these homes. And Salinas is small. But let's just say, for example, they want to be in this area here. There's 5 homes that we can, take a look at. This is like the specific area that she wanted. This is like a specific zip code to, I want to say 93, forget exactly. But yeah, this is pretty much it, you guys. I mean, look at all these homes that are here. So if I go run search, these are all the homes that are, there's 95 that I can show you. Okay. And here is the average, anywhere from 5 to 600. And of course, these numbers are, you know, approximately, right? And the highest is around 715. So this is basically what she was looking for, around 700,000. And look at all these. I mean, the square footage ranges from, 800 to all the way to, 2,200, year built. She wanted specifically, 1970 and 60s. Okay, so, here they are. We have a couple of them here, 60s all the way down. I mean, the list can go on. And they're all 1 story. right? And how I do it is, let's just say this one is perfect. 2-bedroom, 1970, 1-story. Here's a home, and we'll take a look at the inside. Make sure it fits what she's looking for. This is awesome. Like, for instance, the husband didn't want a lot of yard work to do, and so this seems pretty good. 1-story, nicely landscaped, not too much of landscaping that he had to do. That was one of the key things he asked me. Yeah. So this is something workable, right? That's one, for example. And then we have, this one might be too much. Here's another one, cute, very nice curb appeal, not in a busy street, close to a park. So those are all the things that we generally will look at. This is another area, Northern Salinas, he was looking at. And then also South Salinas here as well. So yeah, that's pretty much how we do it. I mean, this is just the tip of the iceberg, right? We have, the HUD homes. Those are housing urban development homes. I found one just about last month for a buyer. He was specifically wanted a $400,000 home. I found one in the city that he was looking for. And it wasn't out in the general public, so it was nice that he was able to take a look at that and just gave him more options. Another way how we look at homes is, for instance, let's see here. I could just put here, Salinas. Okay, we'll go into here. We'll go into public records. And, sometimes I'll look within the past year, we'll kind of play with it. Let's look at foreclosed homes, right? Let's see if there's anything come up in Salinas, for example. Let's see here. We'll just look at single family because that's the only thing that, let's see here, that they're looking for. Price range, let's just say 720. Number of bedrooms, 3. 1 to 2 baths are open to. Okay. Let's just take a look, see what's going on here. So 157, just alone, single family, 700 up to 720,000, 3 bedrooms, 1 to 2 baths, right? And then we'll go down specifically short sale. Excuse me, pre-foreclosure. Let's see here. We'll go back 12 months. See if there's anything there. And there's nothing. That's fine. We'll go ahead and go back a little bit more. So there's so many different ways we could play it, but like I said, it's just a matter of taking our time and searching for the right, the right property for you. So let's just start January till the end of the year. I don't think this is working quite well, but okay, here we go. So we'll go, what's today's date? Let's just say September. Let's see here, 9, 25, and 2024. Okay, still 0. Okay, well, let's see what happens. So nothing really has come up yet, but what I can do too, sometimes if it doesn't come up this way, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and look at these properties, go through one by one, and see if anything were to come up. So for instance, let's look at this one here. Let me go down. Like this one looks pretty much what they were looking for. Hold on. Price. Let's just pull one up, for instance, 700. Well, this one was sold recently, but let me go back out a little bit more.
Yeah, conceptually, while Crystal is pulling it up, I'll share with everybody, Crystal. So once Crystal identify once Crystal identify the properties that match the criteria, remember, you see what Crystal is doing here? She's actually actively, proactively looking for homes that match the criteria, not just the one that's actively available on the market.
Correct.
This is huge, you guys, because most real estate agents, most buyers, they're looking at homes that's already listed. So what Crystal is doing now, she's proactively looking at the map. That's basically what she's doing. She's literally looking at the map, and she look at the criteria of the buyers, which area that the buyers are looking for. And then what we do next is that we go straight to the owner of the house, and Crystal is going to put together a package with a letter, something like this,
Yes.
telling the owner of the house. So why don't you talk about this, Crystal? Why don't you talk about once we identify homes that match your buyer's criteria? So now what's next? What would you do? Let's say you find 10 houses in that location that's not available online yet, but that in match your buyer's criteria. What would you do next?
Yeah, so next we put it together in our ultimate offer package, which is awesome. It's straightforward, it's all detailed, it's outlined, so that the seller can view and make a decision. And it's an actual real offer. You know, these are buyers that are looking in that specific neighborhood. So let me go ahead and show you that now. Here's one that, yeah, this is exactly what I did. This is one right here. Let me go ahead and show my page. Is it showing? Okay,
Not yet.
not yet. Okay, let me go ahead and show that. Yeah, so here's one right now. I'm going to be talking to them today. This seller wanted to, it looks like he tried to try to put his home on the market, and it just didn't sell. So, and I have a buyer, and they love the home. They love the pictures, the inside and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and talk to them. And this is a motivated buyer, this is the address, the offer. They're going to put, 5% down, and they're willing to, close any number of days. They can close sooner. We can close up to 14 days if needed. No loan contingency, because again, they're fully underwritten. They're just as good as cash. 7-day appraisal, 7-day investigation. The buyer's willing to go 50-50 on the escrow fees and title fees. So it makes it easier for the seller to not have to cover so much of the costs. So, we really thought this out. And there goes me and Rudy, our partnership, how we closed, over 1,000 transactions, more in the past year, right? And we have what's really unique about our presentation here for the sellers is that we do have a guarantee on time closing, and I'll pay you a 500 cash or 1,000 cash, depending on if when I present this offer. Again, if we're in a multiple offer situation, sometimes I'll go 2,000. If the home's like in the millions, maybe I'll put 5,000. And that just tells them that, hey, we're serious, and if we're ready to close, right? So it's really nice that that little incentive is there. And then our second page, and I usually use our second page for those that have excellent FICO score. They're awesome, work history, credit history. Really just want to optimize that buyer, right? And let them know how, they're not, they're just steadiness, right? And they're serious. Okay. And then also, again, we emphasize our guarantee on-time closing, or I'll pay you 1,000, right? And a screenshot of the areas that we have sold in, right? And what also gives the seller a little bit more, assurance is that we have the guarantee that they'll love the home, they'll move forward with it with confidence, right? And love it or leave it guarantee. So for the buyers, if they're not satisfied with the home, within the 24 months of the date that they get into the house, we'll sell it. We'll cash them out at fair market value, and that way they can purchase their next home, right? And how we do that is because we have investors. Again, through our innovative programs that we have, we're able to do that. So it leaves a lot of stress for the buyer, because they know that if they're not happy with the neighborhood, maybe the house layout is not really what they imagine. Maybe the house is too small for them, right? And their family is just growing, right? They need more space. Well, they can just call me or Rudy. We can cash them out at the time they decide to do that at, whatever the market value is at the time, so they can purchase their next home. And and what's great about it is that they're not going to be contingent on purchasing the next home because they still have the first home. So it's nice. So that cash alleviates both of their sides, right? Their original home, and then they can move in steadily, quickly on their next home. So yeah. So this is kind of the tip of the iceberg right here. These are the first 2-3 pages. Again, depending on the buyer, I customize it to their needs. And then let me show you another, let's see, I want to show you a complete one. Actually, I have it up. Let me go ahead and pull this one up. Oh, this is an offer. Give me one moment. Go ahead, and I have it up here.
So the point that you are trying to make, Crystal, is once when you work with buyers, once you know what the buyers are looking for, exactly which geographic location, then what you do is you go straight directly to the owner of the house. And these are homes that's not actively for sale. This is just homes in the neighborhoods that match their criteria, the number of bathroom, and basically you just present the entire cash offer directly to the owner of the house. You literally, Crystal, you proactively looking for homes that match the buyer's criteria. You are not just passively waiting for the house to appear on the MLS, and that's huge.
Yes, 100%. And let me show you the letter that we also do, because we do like it's called a love letter. And I always present it with every offer, because of whether it's the listing agent that I have to represent, or maybe it's just the seller. The sellers need to know who your buyers are, right? And a lot of the times when I meet the buyers, they have such an amazing story, where they're coming from, how hard they really work to get pre-approved. This is all new to them. Maybe they're the first generation of buying a home here, and it just, everything makes a huge difference, right? And so it's just better that the seller knows who the buyers are, right? And how committed they are in purchasing their home. And let me just pull up the letter. I could just show you the letter. I'm trying to find it. Let me see. Open. For example, this is our letter that I put together, the last offer that we put together for these folks. And we just express, who they are, a family, they've been renting for years, how they really love the home when they first seen it, and how they're really flexible in moving their timeline. This one was really specific because the seller, they were willing to close, they were asking for a 30-day close. So they weren't looking for a fast close, but they needed a 30-day close plus another 3 weeks for them to move out. So they needed to rent back. So, I had to express that we were willing to work with them and in their timeline. So that we had to express that as well. And my buyers were completely fine with it too. So we all moved accordingly to the goal, and, and we
This
did,
is huge.
we did get our offer looked at, but of course there was 12 offers. So we're actually in the process of getting her into the Power Buyer program, because just the market is changed so much within the past 2 weeks, since actually 3 weeks since we've been working together, and they're pretty limited on their time because they work, and that's another thing that we do, is that we have to coordinate our time schedules. They're working, their husband's working, and so we've been meeting twice a week. And it's been pretty good. We've been submitting every time we go out. We've been submitting an offer. It's just now it's time to get them into the Power Buyer program and get them into a home that they need this time.
That is so powerful, Crystal. I want to make sure everybody understand that. So if you are thinking of buying a house right now, can you imagine? Let's say you work with Crystal. Crystal every day, she's gonna look at the map, look at homes that match your criteria. Let's say you're looking for at least a 3-bedroom, 2-bath between First Street and Second Street, at least a 5,000 square feet lot. So whatever the price range is. And then once Crystal identify which homes that match your criteria, then Crystal, what you do is that you go directly to all those houses and you literally put together the entire complete offer package.
Yes.
Remember step one just now, you guys remember at the beginning? What did Crystal do at the beginning? At the beginning, step number one, Crystal is working on your financing to make sure you can compete against multiple cash offers. Your offer will be better than cash, at least financially.
Yes.
Step number two, you're gonna proactively find homes and then you go direct to the owner of the house. That is powerful. Hey, Crystal, for people who's watching this now, and I get a lot of direct message here saying, hey, so again, what is your marketplace? Which area you're doing business with, and what is the best number to reach out to you? Because I know we have so many. We haven't had finished yet, but I think we are up against time now, Crystal. We are almost an hour into it. Crystal, let's
There's so much
patiently.
more. There's so much more to
Yeah,
it.
there is so much more. So Crystal only shared the first two here, which is number one, she's sharing about the financing, and number two, she's talking about the home search process, how you are able to get access to off market and unlisted homes. There's many more benefits when you work with SR VIP buyers clients. But Crystal, and you're gonna offer, as you can hear, Crystal. Crystal is very patient, right? You can she can take it step by step by step. But for now, can you go over your marketplace one more time, Crystal? Like, where are you doing business, and what is the best way to get connected with you?
Yes. So right now I work through the whole metropolitan of the Bay Area, right? Northern California. So I cover Contra Costa, Alameda County, San Francisco, San Joaquin County, Santa Clara, Sacramento, and Monterey County. Yeah. So if you're looking to buy a house, or sellers, if you're looking to sell a home, give me a call today, 925-339-6515. And that way I can bring my buyers. They're pre-approved. I have a bunch of them. I have one in Livermore. I have one right now in Salinas. I have a seller. She has 2 homes on 1 lot. She's thinking about selling very, very soon. So yeah, let's talk. And she's also looking for a 4-plex in 3-plex or 4-plex in San Jose, anywhere from 1.3 to 1.5 mils. So yeah, give me a call. I have a buyer for you. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, and I know you just did your home buyer seminar. So for the people who's watching this now and they'd like to, ideally, the best way is just call Crystal and set up a one-on-one so she can go through the entire process. But then if they like to attend your home buyer seminars, Crystal, like, can you share what you did a couple of days ago? Because this is why I call you right away. I saw you did the. Can you share what is that? Like, what is your home buyer seminar all about?
Yeah, it's great. It gets to see who we are, who I am, how I'm able to help my buyers get into, zero down payment assistance programs such as FHA or conventional or VA. And it's great because we go through exactly what we did today. We go through the presentation, what we offer. We show a lot of our value, right? Why are we different from the rest? Because we work together as a team, right? We have these innovative products or solutions, right? That, we can submit a pre-approval letter and submit your offer, or we can do, the power buyer program, submit all cash, and it works. I have, clients that we've closed, within 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we were able to find them a home. It just depends how determined you are. Like I said, everybody's timing is different. But what I have to say is that, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Okay. And that's what the seminar is all about. It's just to kind of give you an awareness, get your kind of feet wet. You're starting now. Maybe you want to buy in another year or two. Well, come on down. You're not pressured to sign up. You're not pressured to buy anything tomorrow, but it does give you an idea of what's happening, what we offer. I didn't even get through all the VIP guarantees, however, but with the seminar, we will. So you'll find out about, if you find the home first, I'll give you $1,000 towards your closing costs. I guarantee to save you 10,000 on the purchase price of the home. If not, I'll pay you 2,000 towards your closing. Okay. And then also the 24-month buyback guarantee, the one where if you're not satisfied with the home purchase, I'll cash you out at fair market value at the time you decide to do that, so you can purchase your next home.
Why
Okay.
don't we do that, Crystal? Let's before we end the session today, why don't you share? Because number one, what you did today, you share your team system. The second thing is you share about the financing. The
Yeah.
third thing you share about the home search process, about the off-market unlisted homes. We have many more, but we are way past time now. But then let's take the time to, why don't you explain, why don't you go over, Crystal, go over all the guarantees, something that's exclusive and proprietary for home buyers who become your clients.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I have it right here in front of me. Let me go ahead and share my screen, Rudy. Okay. Let me go ahead and do that. One moment here. So here we go. So for instance, you know, here, I know this is our mission, right? We donate $1,000 every year.
Oh, your screen is not sharing yet, Crystal.
Not, oh, okay, let me go ahead and do that. Hold on a second. There we go. Okay, great. So this is primarily what I go over doing our seminars, right? Like I was alliterating earlier, you know, we're not just here to help you get into home. We actually give back to the community. So here is our mission. We donate $1,000 towards the Children's Hospital of Los Angeles, right? Kids that are in need. And then locally, what we do is the 10,000 every year with the Amaro team here in the Bay Area. We give back 10,000 for the Rotary Club of Concord. And it's nice because those funds go to the parks, they go to the kids in high school, middle school, elementary. They get them all together. And I actually attended one like a year ago. We went to this park locally in Concord and we planted trees. It was amazing. It's beautiful. But they give back you know, the scholarly, right? They help them with vocational skills and you know, books, anything that they need for school. So that's really great. And then we also donate 10,000 to the Bee Walker Ranch, which is adults with autism. It's a place that gives them a sense of purpose. And it's great. I do know these two ladies that founded it many years ago, Pam Mitchell and Janine. So hi, if you're watching. So we actually have a picture with the Armaro team. You can find us on Facebook. This past December, November, you know, we donated 10,000 to their organization. So that was really awesome. And so now here is the guarantees for the VIP buyer benefits. This is the one I was talking about, never miss a home guarantee. So again, with our exclusive home hunting service, you know, again, our job is to find you the home, right? But of course, you know, everything's online. So if you find it first and we end up closing on that home, I'll give you $1,000 back towards your closing costs. Okay.
So you make it fun when you work with your clients. You make it like a game, right? So you're telling your clients that, hey, every day you'll be proactively looking for homes that match their criteria, including homes that's not available on the market, off market, unlisted homes. But at the same time, if you find the home first, and you end up buying the home first, and if that means if your clients is faster than you, then you actually will pay $1,000 cash. So you gamify it, you make it fun and entertaining and stuff. I love it. This is good, you know. So you make it fun for people to do business with you.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I've given back a plenty, and it just works that way. Yeah, and the clients are happy because that's another $1,000 less in closing, or they can use it for, you know, a new fridge, you name it. So yeah, I've seen it happen. Okay. And so the next one is the 10,000 buyer cash savings guarantee. So this is where, you know, I come in. Again, you're hiring me, I'm the buyer agent. I have a fiduciary duty to disclose and negotiate for you. If I fail to do that, and, you know, sometimes we win or lose, but, you know, at least you get the home that you want. But, you know, if not, I'll give you the, you know, the 2,000 cash towards your closing costs. And I have done it before, you know, like I said, you know, sometimes, you know, we're not able to get that, and I do give it out because, you know, as we know, I mean, it's just part of our job. It's what we do. and it's in writing. So yeah.
I like it. I like it, Crystal, because you put your money where your mouth is. Because here in real estate, Crystal, many people in real estate space, there are so many over promises and under deliver. So basically, what you are saying is that every promises, every guarantees that you said, it is always in writing. Everything we do, it's always in writing. And basically, you're saying that, hey, if I don't save you $10,000 on your next home purchase, I'll pay you $2,000 cash.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I even had a buyer too that, we couldn't do it. The seller needed everything and, but because of the guarantee, if anything, it wasn't towards their closing. The buyer physically, she goes, hey, can I get that, outside of, escrow? And I said, yeah, obviously through escrow. Escrow had to know about it. Everything has to do with paperwork. But she was able to get those funds and purchase her furniture for a new house. So that was great. Yeah. Okay. And also guarantee, well, not guarantee, but it's just a matter of solutions, right? It's another piece of the puzzle that we do offer is the RERM, which is our real estate risk management team. And these guys are awesome. So any questions that you have in regards to legal, scenario, whether it's like tenants, maybe you're buying a home and there's tenants in there and they're, we can't get in and all of a sudden your offer got accepted and you got to move in, you got to take over the ownership and the tenants are there. Well, our real estate risk management team is here to help you and to answer those questions that may arise. It could also be maybe a fiduciary, or duty, right? Or maybe the seller is not being compliant, and now there's not meeting of the minds. And, now you need to take it up to someone with legal, now it's a legal issue, right? And so they're here to help you at any point in time once you're a VIP buyer. And it's awesome because I have referred several of my clients because for one, they wanted a deeper understanding of maybe something in the contract, right? And they were asking, hey, this scenario or this scenario. Well, that's a legal matter now. That's a real estate, that's an attorney question. So yeah, I got them over. But again, they go over short sales, what that entails, foreclosure, 1031 exchanges. What is that process like, right? How to hold title, right? What is your vesting? Like, how do you want to put the name on the title? Do you want to put it in a life estate? Do you want to give it to your kids later? I mean, they'll guide you through all that. And it's
That is
great.
so good. That is so good, Crystal. Basically, what you are saying is that as our VIP buyers clients, you have access to our legal team, our risk management team, our legal team, which is a team of attorneys who specialized in different areas of law. So very common use of this service that this is all included. There is no additional fees for our VIP buyers clients. So for example, two people buying a house, like you mentioned just now, like how are you holding the fasting on a title, for example, right? And this is good, Crystal, because most people, they're just guessing, right? Most people, or worse, they're asking Google, hey, Google, right? So what I like about this is that you are giving our VIP clients, our VIP buyers clients, access to a legal counsel.
Correct.
This is so powerful. I want to encourage all of our clients who are watching this video now. Please take advantage of this. Talk to Crystal, the agents in our team that working with you now. Make sure you have access to an asset protection attorney. That's so basic that every one of us who own a house, you need to know what's the fasting. How are you supposed to hold title to avoid profit? For
Right.
example, right? That is so powerful. Good job, Crystal. Yeah. Okay. Back to you. Sorry. I was just because I was like, man, this is so good.
It is
Because
really good.
because most people just asking Google.
Exactly, exactly. And what's great is that they have a question legal matter and we already have the resource. It's all right here because you're a VIP buyer already and a seller. So both buyer, seller, and tenant. I had a tenant use it one time. So it's great. And again, they resolve mediation, arbitration issues that may arise or questions. So yeah.
As long as it's our clients, basically, this is
Exactly.
only available for our clients, right? You could be our buyers' clients, you could be our sellers' clients, you could be a tenant. As long as you are our clients, then you have access to this. That's what you're saying.
Correct, yes. And you'll be able to receive it even after you close a whole year after. That's part of the VIP service. Okay. And then another guarantee that we have is that, you know, our cancellation guarantee. And I'm sure you're probably like, why a cancellation? Well, you know, if we don't, you know, perform, or, you know, maybe there's two different meeting of the minds. Like, I'm not here to tie you up. I'm here to service you and make sure that I'm doing the best job possible for you. If you feel that, you know, I'm not, then here's our cancellation guarantee. And again, and it's great because it gives you that peace of mind that, hey, you know, you can work with me for a week, 2 days, 3 days, a month, 3 months, a year. And, you know, things change. But like I said, we're not here to tie you down, and, you know, but we're here to solve your issues and, you know, get you into a home. That's our main thing. So
I love it because everything you said, Crystal, basically everything you said, you are not just saying it, you are not just making over promises. Like here, our cancellation guaranteed. If you are not completely satisfied with our service as promised, you can cancel our agreement with us. I'm
correct.
so confident that our real estate team will work for you, that I guarantee you the right to cancel our buyer's agreement at any time prior to submitting an offer. So basically, hey, I promise you that number one, I'm going to position your offers to be able to compete against the multiple cash offers, right? Just now, that's promise number one, which is
Yes.
taking care about the financing. Promise number two, you're talking about every day, I'll be proactively looking for homes that match your criteria, including off-market unlisted homes. And then there are 15 different other promises, which we don't have time to go over today, but you will when you do one-on-one with Crystal. But the point is, Crystal, if we don't do what we say we're gonna do, you as the client, you can fire us at any time. So that way, entering into a buyer's agreement with you, with our team here, literally there is no risk at all. And this is so huge, Crystal, especially now post NAR settlement, where the buyer's making a commitment, but this basically what you are doing, Crystal, you are doing a risk reversal. So now instead of the buyers that's committed to you, we are actually committed to the buyers. Because of our cancellation guarantee, that means our buyer's agreement, literally, it's only 24 hours.
Correct.
The duration of our buyer's agreement is only 24 hours, because every day we have to earn our business. Because if we don't, every day we have to earn our business. Because if we don't, then our clients can fire us at any time.
Yeah.
This is so powerful.
It is, it is. And like I said, nobody has canceled on me, thank goodness. But because we set out what we're gonna do, like Rudy said, you know, we find you off-market homes. We go talk to the sellers, you know, you get to look at it first. You know, and we negotiate for you, right? We get your offer all into the Power Buyer program, all cash. That way you can submit your offer all cash. And like I said, if we fail to do that, then, you know, here's our cancellation guarantee. Okay. And for last and foremost, the VIP buyer satisfaction, the buyback guarantee. This is where it says, you know, if you purchase your home within 24 months of the date you close because you're not satisfied with your home and your home sold guarantee realty, and with the purchase, then, you know, we will buy it back. You know, we'll buy it back. We'll put an offer, you know, cash offer on your house. That way you can purchase your next home. Okay. And yeah, that's the big one. That's the big one. And then here are, again, all the highlights, right, of the program. Assist you in securing the best financing, right? Lowest interest rate. We'll provide you the home hunting service. Okay. We're going to research you the properties, not just online, but off market. Okay. Bank foreclosures, short sales, new constructions, for sale by owner. Okay. We're going to arrange the private showings for you. Okay, that way you can that way you can pick and choose the homes that you want to go see. We'll go over all the inspections, like the three common ones, the home, the termite, and the roof inspection. Okay. And then from one I didn't even talk about, but the home warranty. This is something that I always cover. If the seller doesn't want to cover it, I'm going to cover it for you. It's up to $780, the home warranty. And it's great because I had a couple of my clients, they already closed and the washing machine broke down, right? The AC went out. They all they had to do, they were freaking out. They called me. I said, "You got the home warranty? Remember, I got it for you." And they said, "Oh yeah." And then I got them over to our affiliates, our partnership programs with the home warranty. And yeah, they were able to take care of it for like fraction of the cost, like $80, a little service call. But again, it covers your plumbing, electricity, AC, heater, and all your appliances. So that's another good one. Plus that I have to put that out there. Again, the cancellation guarantee. If you find the home first, we'll pay $1,000 towards your closing, right? The RERM, the buyer legal service plan that you receive. Okay, and then the fact that we're going to help you negotiate 10,000 on the purchase of your home. If not, I'll pay you the 2,000. Okay, and then the 24-month buyback guarantee if you're not satisfied with your home purchase. Okay. Yeah.
That is so good, Crystal. That is so good. So those are all the benefits when the clients are working with you exclusively, right? So anything else, Crystal? So today, basically, Crystal went through some of our Crystal highlights. You highlight some of our VIP buyers benefits exclusively for our clients who's working with you. This is our VIP buying process that we walk our clients through. But today we only have time to go over our financing, step number 1, and the home search process, step number 2. Anything else, Crystal, that you want to add before we end our session today? Because mainly is this, Crystal. I want everybody to just call you and set up the appointments, or at the very least, call you and get to your next home buyers workshop, because I know you do your home buyer workshop, and that is pretty good, right? People can learn about all the details, all the mechanics in the local marketplace. Can you talk more about your buyers workshop? Is that like in person? Is that online, virtual? Is only people in NorCal can attend it, or anybody can attend it? Like, can you talk more about that?
Yeah, so it's going to be October 12th is going to be the next one, Saturday from 12 to 2 p.m. And the best thing about it is through Zoom, just how we are doing it right now. Through Zoom, so you don't have to drive anywhere. There's no charge, so it's free. So if you know anyone thinking about buying or selling, it's just another way to take a look at what we offer. It is a lot more in depth. I do have a loan officer that I work with closely. They're going to break down, how it works, interpret how it would be like to work with us. Because when you work with me, you'll get access to our lenders, the Zillow lenders, and our other lenders that we have that are preferred, that know our system, which is key number 1. They know our system, they know our guarantees, and they know what we need to do to get you into a home. So that's basically what we do. Come on down again. Just give me a call, 925-339-6515. After this, I'm going to go ahead and post another Facebook post. You can find me on Facebook. It's just Crystal Santisteban. And I'll have a flyer there, and you can text me, email me at yourhomesoldcrystal@gmail.com. And I'll go ahead and sign you up for October 12th, Saturday from 12 to 2. And I'll be happy to see you there. Thank
And
you.
Crystal, let's end our session today by you sharing. Why don't you share a success stories? Why don't you share some real life story from our clients, people who's thinking of buying and selling a house, and you actually implement what you share today, and give couple of real life stories so that way people can relate how this applied in real life.
Yeah, I actually, if you come on October 12th, I had when I do the buyer seminar, I invite at least one of my buyers. She does the opening speech, and she kind of tells her experience, or they'll tell their experience, what was like working with me, and how we were able to find them a home. We showed them off-market homes. If they were at work, I went out there, did virtual tours for them. That way they didn't miss out on the home. That is super, super key. You never want to wait and be the last person. You always want to be the first person. And I always like to initiate that to my buyers, like, because if you like that home, someone else is going to like it. So it's always key to be the first. So that's something that, they always express, and just how everything went smoothly. And I got them into the home in their timeline and what they wanted. So let me go ahead and show you my Zillow page, and you can check out all my Zillow reviews. Even on my Facebook too, I always post that as well. Give me one moment. Let me find that. Let's see here. I usually have it up right away. Here it is, agent profile. Here we go. Give me one moment. Let me go ahead and share my screen. All right, so here is my Zillow page. Still need to collect 2 more, but it's been pretty busy. I've been out on the field and going to Selena's. So I've been working on that. I got to get them to a home. But this is the Rancho Cordova home, the last home that I just got them into. They were doing a 1031 exchange. I was actually a referral through my fiance. So thank you, fiance. And this is the Tracy home. We've had a guarantee we're going to sell their home. If not, I'll give them like 10,000 for the price. But we were able to work out the price right away. As soon as we made changes, boom, it was off the market right away. It was like 2 days, 3 days, boom, gone. It was pending. So that was awesome. He got what he needed, his goal, and we still were able to net him over 300,000. And so that's awesome. I actually got to work with him later this year. Within the year from now, he's going to be purchasing another home in San Leandro. Okay, so San Leandro, folks, you have a home to sell. Let me know. I have a buyer that'll be ready in the next coming months. Okay. Here's the Concord one, the 2-in-1, 570,000. This was awesome. I even had agents call me. They said, "How did you get that price?" And I said, "Well, this is the one with the 2-in-1 buy down." Was able to get my buyers out of renting and within 6 months prior to their lease being done. And this is my San Leandro gal. We were able to vigorously look at homes. This was from a virtual tour. She was at work. She works in the medical field, so she was very, very busy. And I was out there just showing homes for her, and she loved it. We scheduled it, and we submitted an offer, and it got accepted right away. Here's another house. This is the Power Buyer program effect. At the time, there was multiple offers. This was like beginning of the year, February and January of this year, 2024. And I was able to get his pre-approval into an all-cash offer. So that was nice. That's how we were able to be competitive, and he got the offer accepted. Down below, I also do speak Spanish. Si hablo español. Si quieres alguien que te ayude en español, aquí estoy. Okay. And then these are all the homes so far. And then I believe here are all the wonderful reviews. This was the last one. This was in Berkeley. That's right. They were from out of state, believe it or not. They were purchasing a home for their daughter that was going into UC Berkeley. And I helped them throughout the whole entire transaction. I mean, I got them the house like in escrow, and then they finally came, but we had to review the HOA docs, the covenants, conditions, and restrictions, right, of the HOA, the homeowners association rules and regulations, and from the home inspection that there was, and everything, and even the pricing. We had to look at pricing, right? And she was an all cash, and again, we got it accepted. We made it work out. So that's that. And this is a San Leandro gal. She's emphasizing, I did a ton of virtual tours for her. And she even says right here, I was, at work and with heavy, busy, schedules. And like I said, if she liked it that day, we schedule it that same afternoon or even the next day in the morning. I mean, we worked together really well. And I really helped her ease her stress, because at the end of the day, she was stressing out because where she was living, they all had I guess the lease building, they were selling it, and she had a deadline to get out. So we were like on crunch time. So I was out there every single day looking at homes, even showing her off market homes. And like I said, we found something. So that was great. And like I said, there's just so much more. I hope first time home buyers, and I literally, help you every step of the way. I mean, everything's transparent with me. And yeah, I'm just here to help you.
That's awesome, Crystal. Yep, this is what other people say about you. I'm reading all these 5-star endorsements. These are all clients that you're working with in this market today. They're all your raving fans. You are committed to your clients. You are dedicated. You put your time, energy, resources to serve the clients. Fantastic. So we're gonna end the session today. One more time, Crystal. Please repeat your cell phone number twice so that everybody take down your cell phone numbers, and then once Crystal give you the phone, so make sure, guys, take up your pen and paper, write down Crystal's cell phone numbers, and then we're gonna take a commercial break. And again, Crystal, thank you for sharing the VIP buyers benefits to help the consumer in this market today. So Crystal, go ahead, please share your phone numbers.
Yes, my number again is 925-339-6515. You can call me or text me, or you can send me an email if you're email savvy, yourhomesoldcrystal@gmail.com, and I'll be happy to help you. Thank you.
Maybe the biggest financial transaction you'll ever make. And when it comes time to sell your home, you want to make sure you hire the right realtor that can get you top dollar and get your home sold fast. Let me tell you about Rudy Kasuma. He creates demand for your home instantly. He has over 7,900 home buyers ready to go in an exclusive database. He's become one of the top realtors in Los Angeles. Rudy and his team sold over 300 homes last year. The average agent sells about 2 homes a year. So when it comes time to sell your home, you want to hire the right realtor. So that's Rudy Kasuma. And I know Rudy, just had lunch with him the other day. He has a market ready for your home. He sold a home in Pasadena for $75,000 over asking price in just 12 days. He sold Lisa and Jean's home in Arcadia for $20,000 over asking price in 12 days. Rudy Kasuma, the #1 RE/MAX agent in Los Angeles. Call 855-783-9735. 855-RUDY sells. 855-783-9735. 855-RUDY sells.